Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the Yeti Ranchero backpack, or Ranchero for my Latin friends. And one of the biggest stories in the carry world of the past year was Yeti's acquisition of Mystery Ranch. I've been a big fan of Mystery Ranch bags for a number of years now. I've featured a bunch of them on the channel. And I've also really liked Yeti's bags. I really like their Crossroads series of backpacks. And so I was excited to see what the acquisition would mean for the future of both brands. They released a collaborative kind of special edition bag, the Bozeman backpack. I didn't have a chance to test that out, but it seemed like people really liked it. And now they have this series of bags, which is offered in the 22-liter size that I have here and a 27-liter size. And you know, they seemed like a really interesting evolution of both brands. I've had a chance to use this one for a couple of days now, and in this video I'm going to be talking about what it's been like to test it. I'll show you how I've loaded it out, walk through all the features, and I'll also talk about how it compares to some of the other similar bags that are currently on the market. Before jumping into the video, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing, as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Starting off with the overall aesthetic, to me this definitely feels like a mix of Mystery Ranch and Yeti styles. So kind of like an updated Catalyst pack that has Mystery Ranch's tri-zip opening, but that includes some elements from Yeti's Crossroad bag. So you have the compression straps along the exterior, you have attachment points, but it's not overly technical, so it still feels like a versatile bag that's gonna work well for going into the outdoors, traveling, or exploring a city. As far as the materials, the bag feels very solidly built. This exterior fabric is Yeti's tough skin nylon, which feels super rugged and like it's gonna be able to handle anything that you throw at it. It's also gonna provide a nice amount of weather resistance. You have a reinforced sort of material here on the bottom as well, and then really solid components all throughout the rest of the bag, webbing, buckles, and some really nice aqua-guarded YKK zippers. Continuing along the outside, you have a set of compression straps that extend along the front and sides of the bag. You do have the ability to remove these, which I really like when you want a cleaner, more minimal appearance for the bag. And I like that these have buckles to make them very easy to use to attach additional gear or to actually compress the bag down. It's not as full, or you want to prevent things from shifting around. A couple of things to note about this is that it does sort of impede access to the main area with the tri-zip opening. And so you'll have to open these up to be able to take full advantage. And I also am not crazy about the fact that these go over the external water bottle pockets. And so when you have, these closed and tightened down, it'll be tough to take full advantage of these water bottle pockets on the side. So, just something to note, but again, you can remove them if you don't want to use them. And then when you need the extra functionality, it is nice to have them. And then speaking of the water bottle pockets, very happy to see that you have two external pockets, one on each side, that offer a nice amount of space. Really great material here. It feels kind of like the ones that you would find on Evergoods' bags. So plenty of elasticity. Here is my 26-ounce Yeti Rambler, and that's able to fit in there comfortably. It's held very securely, and these are meant to be able to hold up to a 36-ounce Rambler. I don't have one of those to test out with. I do think there is some additional elasticity here, but it might be a little tough on the 22-liter version of the bag. 27-liter, I'm sure that it would fit here. It would really be a tight fit, particularly when the main area is packed out, but still really great implementation here. Good depth on these pockets, very secure hold for my bottle, so I don't feel like it's gonna slide out. I like that you have one that you can use for either an extra bottle or something like an umbrella, or a tripod if you want to pair it with one of the compression straps. So really great implementation here. And then at the top of the bag, you have a really nice carrying handle, well reinforced, offers enough space so that you can grab it easily. And you also have a Velcro patch area on the front. I'm currently using my John Wick patch here, but you can take that off, and then you have the Yeti logo here as well if you don't end up putting a patch on. And one thing that I thought was really cool about this bag is how well it stands up on its own. It's specifically designed to do this. And so you can place the bag down next to you, access the compartments, and not have to worry about it tipping over. Continuing with the capacity, this is listed at about 22 liters, which is a really great daily bag size in my opinion. I was able to hold all the items that I normally like to carry with me, and it didn't feel like the bag was overwhelmingly big or bulky for day-to-day use. With its shape, it never felt like it stuck out too much, which still made it great for navigating crowded areas, jumping onto public transit, and carrying on to pretty much any domestic or international airline. Moving into the harness system, so far the bag has been pretty comfortable to wear. This is an area where I was excited to see some of Mystery Ranch's influence coming through. So you have a nice amount of padding on the straps. They feel really soft, almost gel-like. You have a nice material on the inside. The width of the straps is a little bit narrower than what I would like to see, just to give you that extra bit of support and comfort, particularly when it's more loaded out and you're wearing it for a longer period of time. You do have some load lifters here with plenty of adjustability so that you can really tweak how the bag sits on your shoulders. You can pull that weight close to make sure that it fits just right. And then you also have an adjustable and removable sternum strap here. On the back, you have a nice amount of padding as well. It's distributed all the way through. It's pretty rigid, so you feel like there's gonna be a lot of support. It's not quite as soft as the padding that's on the straps, which I would have liked to have seen, and maybe some deeper air channels here to give some added airflow while walking around. But still, for the most part, this has continued to feel comfortable as I've been wearing it. And then one interesting feature here is that you have a luggage pass-through. It's an elastic strap that you can use to place your bag on a suitcase while traveling to save some weight on your back. It has a buckle that you can, release, and then you can stow this strap behind the back panel when you don't want to use it. And so this is an interesting idea. I haven't really seen this too much as far as a hideaway luggage pass-through. And so glad to see that that was included and that you don't have the buckle resting right against your back. It might have been interesting to just have a simpler strap that you could just leave so you don't have to worry about opening and closing it, but still feels like a durable material here. Jumping into the organizational options, the layout here definitely feels like a classic Mystery Ranch tri-zip bag like an Urban Assault or Catalyst backpack. And so you have a really great quick access pocket at the top, well-protected zipper here, and I really love these larger pockets as they give you plenty of flexibility with what you can store on the inside. So you have this whole section here that is available for the types of items that you might want to store in a pocket like this. So sunglasses with a case will fit comfortably. I have my AirPods in here. I have a headlamp that I sometimes want to be able to reach quickly, a charging cable for my phone, and then I also have a lanyard with a carabiner here. I like the length here, I like the clip, and I just currently have a pen and multi-tool attached at the moment. And then the remaining space and organization are contained in the main compartment. Like other tri-zip bags, it's meant to allow you to quickly rip this top section open so that you can easily grab things that are near the top. So at the moment, I have my packable rain jacket here, which is one of those things that I probably want to grab easily and then put it away when I'm not using it. And you can also reach other sections. You have a couple of pockets here, the laptop sleeve on the back. But one of the cool things with this design of the bag is that you have the ability to open it up down the middle to have better visibility into the main area. And so here's where I was mentioning earlier that if you want to really open it up, you have to release these compression straps, and then you have better visibility into the volume of the bag. 22 liters again, plenty of capacity for my typical kind of modular layout. So jumping in, I have my Beats Studio wireless headphones. Those were underneath that jacket I showed. And then I have the Evergood Civic Access pouch, 1 liter. I have my Alpaca Admin pouch, the Lockbee Venture pouch, which I've been using a lot recently. I have the Civic Access pouch, 2 liters. And then on the inside, you have some additional built-in organization, a couple of slip pockets on the sides that will be great for taller, slimmer items. At the moment, I actually have an umbrella here on the inside. You can see that slides in there. Good spot maybe for another water bottle, tripod. And so it's not the deepest pocket, as you can see, but it'll help keep it in place and upright. And then you also have these zippered pockets near the top, which are particularly nice if you don't want smaller items falling down into the main area. And so one on each side with this really durable feeling elastic material. So I like the flexibility that this provides. In this pocket, I just have my nail clipper set and a deck of playing cards, but you could see all sorts of tech items fitting in here, portable hard drive and a mouse or anything like that. And then on the other side, pretty much the same style of compartment, zippered opening, same elastic material. And at the moment in here, I just have my Apple Magic Mouse and an additional charging cable. And with the amount of space that's offered here, this could definitely be used for minimal travel. If I wanted to toss in a packing cube, a dop kit, and an extra pair of shoes, I could use this for a weekend trip. And on the back, you have padded tablet and laptop sleeves. On the 27-liter version of the bag, you have external laptop compartment, so it's separate from the main area, which I always prefer. That's one of the benefits of going with the larger version, but the sleeves that have been included here feel like they're gonna offer plenty of protection, and so I like that you have a dedicated spot for your tablet, and this feels a little more rigid than your typical slip pocket, so it is gonna offer some padding there, and it's able to hold my iPad mini. Even with a case, it fits in there pretty comfortably. And then behind that, you have the laptop sleeve, which is also padded. And I like that this is pulled up a little bit off the bottom of the ground. It's not a huge gap, but there is some space there. And the bottom of this bag also feels quite padded. So it feels like your device is pretty well covered whenever you want to drop your laptop in there. It doesn't feel like it's going to be getting any sort of rough bumps. And then this should be able to handle a 14-inch MacBook Pro, as I have here, pretty comfortably. 15 inches I think would work, particularly with the height. You can see that as far as the width, it might start to get a little tight, particularly if you happen to have a thicker device. This comes up a little bit, but once this main area is packed out, and with the width that this has, it could get tricky to get your laptop in and out comfortably. For me though, it slides in there pretty easily, and then you can get a better look at the inside here. And it feels like with the padding that's offered here, the fact that the bottom offers good padding and it's pulled up a little bit, feels like my device is going to be well protected while I'm on the go. And so this is a layout that I've been a fan of for some time now. I like the flexibility that the tri-zip opening provides as far as working as a top loader, giving you some added visibility. The 22-liter capacity is great for EDC. I do wish that the laptop sleeve was in a separate compartment. That's just a preference that I have for pretty much any bag, but the one that's offered here, as I mentioned, is protective. And I think that this is gonna be a really functional bag. The layout is fairly simple, but super, super useful. And if you've been a fan of tri-zip bags in the past and you're looking for something that's gonna give you some added functionality with the really solid external water bottle pockets, the compression straps, and then a material that feels super rugged and is gonna allow the bag to stand up well on its own, then this is gonna be an excellent option to take a look at. And so to wrap up, it's been a great experience testing out the Yeti Ranchero backpack over the past couple of days. This officially launches on the company site on March 4th, but you can get early access to this today if you sign up for an account with Yeti. And the pricing for the 22-liter size that I featured in this video is gonna come in at around $225. If you want the larger 27-liter version, that's gonna be a bit more, coming in at around $275. So definitely an investment regardless of the size that you go with, but you are getting something that's very solidly built and is gonna offer a nice feature set that's gonna compare well against some of the other similar bags in this price range. And so as I was testing this out, the first bag this made me think of is the Mystery Ranch and Carryology Dragon 2.0. I really enjoyed using that over the past couple of months. Very solid build quality, super comfortable and adjustable harness system, dual external water bottle pockets, padded laptop sleeve. I like that that one has a more traditional kind of U-shaped opening, so you have full access to the inside. Great top quick access pocket. I really like the stick it accessory that they have on the front to give you some versatility with what you can hold on the inside. So just a really well-rounded, rugged bag. It is gonna come in at a higher price point given the kind of special edition nature of the bag, but if you have the budget for it and you're looking for something very solid, that's gonna be an excellent option to consider. Another bag this made me think of is the Evergood CTB26, which continues to be one of my all-time favorite bags. I absolutely love the layout on that one. It's got the dual external water bottle pockets, clamshell style opening, great quick access pocketing, comfortable harness system, luggage pass-through, and that one is gonna have a pretty minimal but still crossover aesthetic, so it'll work well in a variety of different settings, much like this bag here. It's also gonna be offered in a few different sizes. There's the CTB20, CTB35, and so if you're looking for something rugged that will work well in a lot of different environments, that's gonna be a fantastic option to consider. And then the last option that I'll mention here is the Carry Max EDC, which is another one of the newer releases that I've really enjoyed using over the past year. You have the weather-resistant and durable X-Pack fabric. I really like the kind of modern, techie vibes that it offers. It's still very rugged. Comfortable harness system. It comes in at about 26 liters, so a really versatile size. And it's gonna be able to hold an impressive amount. It's got a luggage pass-through, some good quick access pocketing. And so just a really well-rounded bag. And if you're looking for something rugged that's just gonna have a slightly kind of more futuristic aesthetic, then that's gonna be a really interesting option to keep in mind. With that being said, the Yeti Ranchero backpack holds up very well against all those options, and I'm definitely excited to see what else Yeti has planned after the acquisition of Mystery Ranch. So far, this has been really impressive, and if you're looking for a very durable, versatile bag that's gonna offer a nice feature set, this is gonna be a great option to take a look at. And I'm definitely curious to hear what you all think of the Ranchero backpack and how it compares to some of the other popular EDC bags that are currently on the market. And if there's any similar options that you think that I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank Yeti for sending the bag for me to test out, and to you guys for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.